Hello, it's good to see you. Today we are back with some stuff from Aldi, and I have all kinds of neat treats here and snacks that I haven't seen before. And I got some stuff on clearance. I'm going to show you that. And I don't have a lot of my regular grocery shopping stuff here. I didn't really need a whole lot. I got some ground beef and some chicken, milk, some stuff like that, but that's all in the refrigerator and it's not terribly exciting. But what I have to show you though is just some of the other stuff that I got at Aldi. So, as always, I start with the crinkly stuff first. So we go ahead and do that. That way, later on, if you're trying to sleep or you just don't want to hear crinkles, you don't have to. But I have a lot of crinkly stuff today, and we're just going to jump right in on it. We have some little snack items. Now, I found these up near the register. Look at this. Now, these are from Southern Grove. Now, that's an Aldi brand that you're going to see on nuts. Anything with nuts in it is probably going to have this little green logo on it, like that right there. And sometimes it's big, sometimes it's small. These are maple French toast almonds. So these are sort of like the cocoa dusted almonds, if you've ever had those. Those are really good. Now, I haven't tried these, but I love maple syrup and I love French toast. So to see these combined together with in these little almonds here, I thought that must be delicious. Oh my gosh. And it comes in this little bag here, and we have this toast shaped window. Look at that. I guess that's supposed to be a little pat of butter on there, that little square. But it's a little window inside. And so you can kind of see what the almonds look like. And they look really big. So whatever they've coated it with, this maple French toast stuff, it must be pretty thick because I don't think the almonds are that big. But it's got this thick coating on it. Wowee. And it has a zipper seal. You can't really see it. It just looks like it's solid, but there's a little zipper seal. And see, we have these little notches in the bag up here. So you're just going to pull this top part off and get out what you want. And when you're done, you can just close it with the little zipper seal. So you don't have to find another container to put it in, which is pretty handy. So they always tempt me with stuff up by the register, and they definitely got me with this one. They had another flavor up there too, almonds that were done this way, but I don't remember what it was. Whatever it was, it didn't appeal to me the way this one did. But there were two flavors, but I only got that one. So that's 8 ounces of these maple French toast almonds. So I'm definitely looking forward to trying that. And this, now I bought some stuff like this recently, but I ended up giving away a whole lot of it and I didn't actually try it. And I don't remember if I showed you this one or not. I may actually try this one. If I haven't shown it to you before, I'm going to show you this one. Now here you're going to see that we do have that Southern Grove little logo, but it's smaller on this bag. This is Fluffer Nutter Trail Mix, which depending on the part of, if you're from the USA, different parts of the USA are going to know what Fluffer Nutter is. I was not familiar with it till I went off to college, and I had a roommate who would make like Fluffer Nutter sandwiches or something. I had never heard of that in my whole life, but this little trail mix here. Now I don't know that I would eat this before embarking upon any actual trail, but it has a blend of marshmallow filled peanut mini cups. So it's these little tiny, they look like little Reese's cups, but they're adorable because they're literally this big. They're tiny. So you're going to have the little peanut butter mini cups filled with marshmallow. And then you're going to have marshmallow flavored chunks. I mean, who doesn't like chunks? I love to eat things that has the word chunks in it, and they're marshmallow flavored. I mean, that's really great. Honey roasted peanuts. So we've got honey roasted peanuts in here. and then just plain roasted peanuts. And then we have peanut drops. So you have these little things in here. They look like chocolate chips, but I guess it's like a peanut flavor, peanut drops. Peanut droppings. It's like peanut poop or something, but it's peanut drops. So it's these little chips. And the chunks, I guess, are these little white squares in here. These are the marshmallow flavored chunks. And so the little Reese's cup looking things, I don't see any right now. I see peanuts, maybe a honey roasted peanut over here. But we have this nice little window that's open and you can see the product inside of there, so you know what you're getting. It's Fluffernutter, and that's where you take, now I may be wrong about this, I don't remember, it was a long time ago, but you take that fluff stuff, I think Kraft makes it, that it comes in a jar and it's fluff. And so my roommate would smear that on bread and then put peanut butter on there. She liked crunchy peanut butter and the marshmallow fluff, and she would eat it. Sometimes she'd also add a little bit of jelly to it, like do a peanut butter and jelly and then do some of that fluff, the marshmallow fluff. I didn't like it. I just thought it was a bit much. I didn't like the way it tasted. I don't like that fluff stuff, but she really liked it. And it was her sandwich, so that's all that matters. You know, when I make sandwiches, I always say, the way you like it, that's the right way to make it. So she was making them the right way. But she made one for me to try, and I ate it, but I didn't really like it that much. It just wasn't for me. So, but anyway, if you like Fluffernutter, they do have this trail mix. Now, I believe I found this in the seasonal food aisle. So this isn't something they have all the time. This is a limited time thing. So if you're interested in trying this Fluffernutter trail mix, you might want to go check out Aldi sooner rather than later to see if they have it. And sometimes you kind of have to look around for this stuff. It's not, you kind of just have to go look and, it's not going to jump out at you. But this is what the bag looks like. And it is from Southern Grove. And see, we have like the peanut stuff and the marshmallow. We have all the colors up here and they're all swirled together. And on the back you can see the components here. We've got the marshmallow and the peanuts, and that looks like a Dorito, but I think it's one of the peanut drops. I guess that's a honey roasted peanut. There's the little mini cup there, the little miniature knockoff Reese's cup, which, by the way, if you have not tried Aldi's version of Reese's cups, they are absolutely wonderful. I think they're better than Reese's cups, and they're cheaper. I think they taste better than Reese's cups. They really do. So if you like Reese's cups and you have an Aldi near you, you should definitely try their version of the Reese's cup. They're really good. Oh, they're really good. So this package also has a zipper seal and little notches where you're going to remove this top part. So that's our Fluffernutter trail mix. And if you don't like that, right next to that they also had this. They have peanut butter and jelly trail mix. Look at that. Peanut butter and jelly. And this has little kind of swirls on it as well, but it's your peanut butter and jelly instead of the marshmallow and the peanut butter stuff. Now, what do we have in this mix? It looks like we have kind of a similar thing, but we do have these little pretzels. Look at those tiny pretzels. They're so cute. We have a blend of jelly-filled, oh my gosh, these peanut butter cups have jelly inside of them. Now, I don't know if the jelly replaces the peanut filling or if it's mixed in with the peanut filling. But these cups are very small. You can actually see one right there. It's really tiny. There's jelly in there in that cup. Now, it could be that the cup itself is made out of this peanut stuff and it's not chocolate like the normal one, and it just has jelly inside of it. That may be what's going on there. So we have that. We have strawberry flavored yogurt pretzels, roasted peanuts, strawberry flavored, it looks like chemtrails. That can't be right. No, it says strawberry flavored cranberries. I don't have my glasses on, I apologize. And peanut drops. So both of these trail mixes have peanut drops in them. And they also have the little roasted peanuts. Otherwise, they're a little bit different, but this one sounds tasty. Peanut butter and jelly flavored trail mix. I do like the little yogurt covered pretzels. I bet those are good. And the peanuts and everything. I'm kind of weird though. If I have a bag of trail mix, I'm really bad to pick out all of one thing. Like if I had this open and it also has a zipper seal like the Fluffernutter, I would probably eat all the pretzels first. I'd eat all the pretzels, and then I'd probably eat the little peanut jelly, the little knockoff Reese's cups, and then it would just be a free for all for the peanuts and the drops. Probably. I don't know. But I don't just eat a handful of it. I'm gonna eat it one type at a time. Because I don't like to mix my food up, so that's probably what I would do. Okay. That's all the trail mix that I have. Sometimes I have several trail mixes. Those are the only two. Now I do have this delightful thing. Now this was also with the seasonal food. These are maple flavored, so I don't think it's actual maple syrup or anything. Roasted cashews. So we had the almonds over there that had the maple French toast flavor. This is cashews, and it's whole cashews. Look at that. So they're not really coated with anything. They just look like regular cashews. And we have these cutouts here with the little maple leaves so you can see the cashews inside. Now these are from Southern Grove, but this is interesting. Look, you can barely see the logo. You see how faint that looks? It's like a pale yellow, but it's there. But they're making it very subtle. But this is also from Southern Grove. This is 8.25 ounces. How about this trail mix? This is 8 ounces for the peanut butter and jelly. The Fluffernutters probably also. Yep, 8 ounces for that. This bag is also resealable. We have these little notches up here. You're going to remove this top section and take out what you want of the maple flavored roasted cashews and then seal it up. I don't think I've ever had maple flavored roasted cashews. I just had to try this. I am set with little snacks. Like, I'll just take some and put them in a little container and put them in with my lunch every day to take to work. And I'm set with snacks. I have so many little things. And the great thing is, if I don't like some of this, I can take it to work and leave it in the break room, and it will get scooped up immediately because I work with a bunch of seagulls, basically, which is great because I never have to worry about wasting food. I can just take it to work and somebody will eat it. It's so great. Well, you know what? I did actually get another coated almond. I thought I didn't get these, but I did, because here they are. Looky here. Settle down. You're coming. Look at that. So we have some more coated almonds. Now we had the maple French toast ones. These are cinnamon roll almonds. Ooh. I'd love a pan of hot cinnamon rolls right now. That would be so good. Look at that. So our little window on this snack, it looks like a little cinnamon roll. And you can see the little almonds in there. So again, these are from Southern Grove. I think everything we've seen so far was from Southern Grove. So it's going to have the same kind of coating as the other one, but it's cinnamon roll flavored. So it's probably going to be cinnamon and vanilla and some sugar maybe. I don't know. I just think that's probably going to be really tasty. This bag is a really pretty light blue. It's like a Carolina blue. And it has little cinnamon rolls all over it. That's what these little circles are. They're actually just little tiny cinnamon rolls. And then we have a couple of sticks of cinnamon right there. I thought I only got one of those, but I got both. Okay, cool. What else do we have that's wrinkly? Well, I've been picking up stuff getting ready for Thanksgiving, our Thanksgiving dinner. And I have a turkey in the freezer. I have a turkey in there. I'm gonna make a turkey. I'm gonna make some sweet potato, like candied sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes. I'm gonna make some rolls, and gravy. And I'm also going to do a pan of dressing. Now, this is something that some people do, some people don't. But this is what I'm going to use. Now, this is a stuffing mix from Chef's Cupboard. And it's made to be kind of like the Pepperidge Farm herb stuffing. And I tried this last year for the first time. I think it was the first time I tried it last year. It tastes exactly like Pepperidge Farm, but it's like half the price. It tastes exactly the same. So I don't put this in the turkey. I don't actually put anything in the turkey. I will rub the outside with butter, and I bake it in one of those bags. It's not a big turkey, it's kind of small. And I'm going to bake it in the bag, and it seals in all those wonderful flavors and everything. I never put stuffing in there. I don't. Some people do, some people don't. I don't. But what I do is, after I make the turkey, and we've had all we want, I will cut some of the turkey and just sort of shred it into little pieces. And I will get my stuffing mix out, and I will mix in with this some broth, like I have broth, and celery, maybe a little bit of onion, and the shredded turkey, and I mix it all up, and I just add broth until it gets to a certain consistency, and then I spread it out in a pan like a cookie sheet or something like that, and I will bake it in the oven just on 325 or 350 until it's kind of nice and browned on the top. Oh, it's really good. It's so good, and we eat it that way, and it's really, really good. I love a pan of dress. We just call it dressing. A pan of dressing is, oh my God, it's so good, and it makes the whole house smell really good. So I did that last year. I'm going to be doing that again with this Chef's Cupboard stuffing mix. Now, these bags do not reseal, so if you don't use it all, you're going to have to store it in something, but I always just use the whole bag. I mean, it's not a lot, so I just use this whole bag, and it's really good. But now, if you have a reservation about it, if you think, well, I normally buy brand name stuff, I don't know how I feel about buying this stuff. Especially if you grew up in a home where buying store brand was considered, like, ew, don't do that. Well, I grew up eating store brand stuff, so I don't care. But I know some people were taught, don't ever buy store brand because it's nasty. Well, if you are interested in saving money, which knowing how much groceries cost, I don't know who isn't interested in that these days. Any way I can save money on groceries, I do. If you're concerned, like say you want to try this stuffing mix, and they have it in other flavors, this is just the one that I like. Look at this. There's a little dot. See a little circle? It's on the Aldi products. Look, there's another one. Do you see that little black dot right there? Sometimes it's blue, sometimes it's black, but it says the same thing, whether it's blue or black or whatever. It says twice as nice. There's the Aldi twice as nice guarantee. So what that means is if you buy a product like this and you take it home and you try it and you don't like it or there's something wrong with it, all you have to do is take it back to the store with your receipt. And you just take the bag. You don't have to take your pan of dressing with you. You just take the bag and your receipt back and say, I didn't like it or there was something wrong with it. They're not going to give you any trouble. They're going to give back your money. You're going to get all your money back that you spent on this, and they will give you a comparable item for free. Like you could maybe try another flavor of this or something, but they will give you a comparable item for free. So you really have nothing to lose to just try it. And you may find, like I did, that a lot of this stuff, at least at Aldi, it tastes exactly like the brand name that I have used for years that costs about twice as much as this. It tastes exactly the same, and in a lot of instances it's even made in the same factory. It's the same stuff, it's just in a different bag. And that, I'm not saying that's true for everything, it's not true for everything, but there's a good chance this is just Pepperidge Farm stuffing in a Chef's Cupboard bag. Now I don't know because I haven't done any research on it, but it tastes exactly the same. So I bought it again for this year. I just wanted to let you know about that twice as nice guarantee because that's a pretty neat little thing that they do. I think it's neat anyway. By the way, I forgot to tell you how much I spent at the store. So everything I'm showing you, in addition to some other stuff, like I got some chicken breast in there, and a half a gallon of milk and a pack of ground beef. I spent, including what I've shown you and what else I'm going to show you, I spent $97.85. And we're still going. All right. And granted, a lot of these little snack things that I'm showing you, some of these can be a little pricey. I mean, they kind of are, especially when you have nuts like cashews. I mean, they're going to be more expensive because they just are. You know, cashews in general are just more expensive. But I like them, and every now and then I'll buy some. We have some drizzled popcorn. Oh my gosh, I think I have two of these drizzled kettle corn mixes. Now these are from Clancy's. Normally when we see the Clancy's logo, it has a red oval behind it. But with this pretty dark blue background, there's an oval, but you can't really see it too well. Clancy's. I don't know if oh yeah, you're going to be able to see it on that. You see that big red oval? That's the Clancy's logo, and you'll see that on a lot of snacks like this, like chips, popcorn in a bag would probably have the Clancy's name on it. And look at that. It also has the twice as nice guarantee, and here it's blue. So if you tried this and you didn't like it, you could take it back and get your money back and get a comparable item for free. It's pretty great. This is a sweet and salty holiday treat. Look at this. It's dark drizzled kettle corn. Ooh, that looks really good. So you've got your kettle corn here, which I love anyway, but it's drizzled with dark chocolate. I don't think it has anything else in it. I think it's just the kettle corn with dark chocolate drizzle. And that's 5 ounces. It does say it's gluten-free if you're interested in that. I really do like their dark chocolate stuff. I'm not a big fan of dark chocolate in general, but I found that their stuff that has dark chocolate is actually pretty good. So I wanted to try that the dark drizzled kettle corn. And I have another one. They had this one too, and these were right next to each other in the seasonal. This was on the aisle of shame with all the Christmas stuff they have right now. And on one side of the aisle they had food stuff, and then on the other side of the aisle they had decorative things and Christmas pajamas and throws and things like that. But we also have peppermint flavored kettle corn, and this is also a sweet and salty holiday treat. So it has like little tiny bits of peppermint in it. And I don't know if it has white chocolate or if it's just peppermint. Let's see. It has popcorn. It does have a flavored coating with a bunch of stuff in it. Cane sugar, sunflower oil, crushed peppermint, organic rice syrup, peppermint oil, red cabbage, and purple. For coloring, they have red cabbage and purple carrot for color, and then sea salt. Okay. Gotta say, red cabbage. What in the world? Red cabbage and purple carrot for coloring for this product. But yeah, so it does have a little bit of a coating of some sort. It's not white chocolate. It's just, we won't worry about it too much. But little tiny bits of peppermint and lovely kettle corn. Both of these bags are 5 ounces each. And it's so festive. Look, it's red, and we have our little peppermints and little bits and baubles everywhere. I love this time of year. It's so great. I always wish summer could have lasted at least one more week. But then once I get over that, I'm ready for the holidays, and I'm just ready for all of it. I'm so excited. And we've seen these many times on here, my Big Dippers, but I forgot to buy any salsa, so I kind of messed up. But we do have a bag of Clancy's. Here's that great big Clancy's logo. That is so pretty. Big Dippers. These are like the Tostitos scoops, but way, way cheaper. I mean, they have gone up quite a bit in price over the last few years, but the other stuff has gone up too, the brand name stuff. Oh my gosh. I've gotten to where I won't buy brand name chips. It's ridiculous. $6 for a bag of Doritos. Like I won't do it. I'm not paying that. I'm not paying that. That's crazy. So if you want a bag of Tostitos scoops, it's going to be $6. I mean, what? These are, I think, how much were these? Let me see. The Big Dippers. And this is a big bag, too. This is 10 ounces. They were $1.69. These are $1.69 for all these dippers here. I mean, I think that's pretty good. Great for digging in. And it kind of has the shape of the Big Dipper here where you can see in there. And these are great. These are really good. The bag is not resealable, but I just keep a bunch of chip clips in the junk drawer in the kitchen in there and just roll it down. And everybody in the house knows to do that. You just go grab a clip, roll it down, and clip it. It's no big deal. But I did forget the salsa, and we don't actually have any. That's okay. I'll probably go back and get some. But I also like to crumble these up in chili. Like if I make a bowl of chili or something, these are really good. Put some shredded cheese on top. And use this to scoop it or just crumble it up and mix it in. So I don't necessarily have to have salsa to enjoy my Big Dippers. And I have more crinkly stuff. Now I love these. I don't eat these with anything. I eat them just by themselves. These are so good. I don't know what they compare to. I'm sure there's some sort of Fritos chip out there. I don't know, but I love these right here. Oh my gosh. They're addictive. They really are. Now these are from Clancy's again. Look at that. And the bag even kind of looks like a bag of Fritos, like with the color and everything. Just kind of does. So these are corn chip dippers. It's like those big Frito scoop things, but they're Mexican style street corn flavored. Oh my God, they're so good. I eat these by themselves. I love these things so much. Oh my gosh. I mean, you could eat them with a dip or whatever, but I like them just by themselves. They're so good. I love the flavor of these things. And I went for a long time and I didn't try them. I kept seeing them and thinking, I don't know about that. Because I'm not really a big corn chip person, but I got some of these and I tried them and I just fell in love with them. And then, of course, right after I fell in love with them, they did away with them for a long time. You couldn't get them. So I was really happy when they came back. But they go away and they come back all the time. Like, you have to look for them, and they'll go away for 2 or 3 months, and then they'll come back. And it's very frustrating. But you can see here with the opening on the package, you can see the little chips in here, these corn chips. This is 9.25 ounces. For this bag of corn chip dippers, and they have this flavoring on them, Mexican style street corn. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, I don't even know what you would call it. It's kind of sweet, but it also has a weird little spiciness to it. It's not hot. I mean, they're not hot. It's not like a hot and spicy thing. These were $1.69 also. So you get this whole bag. This is only $1.69, which... Have you bought Fritos lately? My gosh, a bag of Fritos like that would be $5. Oh, sure, I bet. It's probably $5, at least $4. This was $1.69, and they're delicious. I love them. I just eat them as a snack, just right out of the bag. I don't even use them with anything. I just eat them. Okay, how many more crinkly things are there? We have another cashew. Look at this. I was just grabbing stuff, apparently indiscriminately, not paying attention, because I have another cashew to show you. These are apple cider cinnamon cashews, flavored. Apple cider cinnamon, and then flavored is in a small print here. Cashews. And these are also Southern Grove, but it's very faint. So again, we have these great big, these are whole cashews. It's not cashew pieces. Well, I mean, there are pieces in there, but it's mostly whole cashews. Look at that. 8.25 ounces. And they're going to have an apple cider cinnamon flavor. Wow. I am set with snacks for a long time. Because I'll just have this little container, and I'll just put some of whatever in there. And take that for a little mid-afternoon snack at work. But this is resealable. I like this green. This green around it is really pretty. I have a little bit of orange and then white. That looks really nice. Lovely fall colors. Have our little, I guess that looks like a pumpkin. Yep, and a little maple leaf there. No pumpkin flavor, but that's definitely not an apple. I don't reckon that's an apple. But this thing seals up after you pull the top off and get out what you want. And you can seal it back up and save the rest for later. Isn't that nice? Apple cider, cinnamon flavored cashews. Never thought I'd see such a thing, but there it is. I'm really looking forward to trying those maple French toast ones. I bet those are really interesting. But yeah, if I pour some out and I try them and I don't like them, I can just take them to work and give them away, and somebody will eat them, which is very nice. Because I hate to waste stuff. I just hate to waste things. Now this was something that I don't know if this is new. I don't know that I've seen this. Now there's a chip called Popcorners, and they come in different flavors. They have multiple flavors. I really like, they have a kettle corn flavor, sea salt, regular, and there's one that's like some sort, it's not spicy, but it has some kind of name to it, like it's got some kind of flavoring, like I don't know, like some sort of salsa flavor. I think it's salsa something or other. Anyway, they're these, basically. They're little triangles made out of this popcorn stuff, and they're not fried. They're popcorn chips. So Aldi has made their own version of Popcorners. They had the kettle flavor, which is these, and the kettle flavor of Popcorners comes in a bag this color. And then they had sea salt, which I think comes in kind of a bluish greenish bag. But I just got a bag of the kettle flavor. I just wanted to try them to see if they taste like Popcorners, because if so, these are way cheaper than Popcorners. Oh my gosh. Let's see. I think these were $2.29. Yep, this is $2.29 for the kettle popcorn chips, which a bag of Popcorners that size is probably $5. So it's about half price. So I thought I would give it a try, because I do like Popcorners, but I don't buy them very often because for what you get, I think it's kind of expensive. I think it's more than it's worth. But if these taste like Popcorners, I think $2.29 is a reasonable price for that. Now this is not resealable, so you would have to seal that up. That is 7 ounces of kettle flavored popcorn chips. So they're not potato chips. They're these little composite chips, kind of like particle board, but you can eat it. I mean, I wouldn't eat particle board. I'd have to be really hungry to do that, or like plywood. It's like the snack version of that. It's the snack version of particle board. That doesn't sound good, but I mean, that's kind of what it is. And it looks like that right there. So I've said enough about those popcorn chips. And I'm just curious to see if they taste good. I have 4 more crinkly things. I have a Stalin. I'm probably saying that wrong, and if I am, I don't care. So don't tell me. They have Stalins at Aldi this time of year. They have the big ones in different flavors. This is an orange mini Stalin. And it looks moldy, but it's not. Like if you were, it's not. It's like powdered sugar or something. This is a mini Stalin with marzipan, orange flavor. This was made by Love and Fresh, which we will hear about in a minute when we look at this bread over here. Love and Fresh, and you can't really see it, but their logo is right there. It's really small. This thing is heavy. It's 7 ounces. It's dense. My gosh. Love and Fresh is a brand from Aldi that you'll see on a lot of their bakery products, like bread and stuff like that. They have the great big ones too. This one was $3.99. The big ones I think are $6.99. And they're really good, and I usually will pick up one around the holidays. I like the cherry one, but the minis, they only have orange right now. They might get some cherry ones in later, but right when I went, All they had was the orange flavor. But they're okay too. So I got one of those. And napkins. I bought a pack of napkins. Now these are from Boulder. Look at that. Boulder. That's their little logo. I have this little shape back here. I guess that's their Boulder. And then it says Boulder in front of it. These are premium all occasion napkins. These are comparable to the Vanity Fair napkins that come in a little thing kind of like this. And we use these here at home. It takes a little while to go through a stack like that, but I do like to keep some napkins around. They do come in handy from time to time, although I've bought these reusable, what are they called? They're like Swedish paper towels, or they're Swedish towels or something. They're about this size, and it's a little reusable cloth that you can wet and use, or use cleaner with it, and you can just throw them in the washing machine and wash them and reuse them. I've bought some of those, and I use those more than anything anymore. But every now and then a napkin comes in handy, you know. So I always try to keep some napkins around, and I find that these are really nice. They're very good quality. They don't fall apart easily, but they're reasonably priced. I think this pack was $1.99. So I don't think that's too bad. You get 100 napkins in there, so they're roughly 2 cents a piece, which isn't too bad. Little all-occasion 2-ply napkins, and again, those are comparable to the Vanity Fair napkins. They had some stuff from Halloween on clearance, and I bought one thing, but I already took it up into the attic, and I didn't think about showing it to you, and I wish I had it down here, because the name of it is funny. I can't say the name of it because my kids were laughing at me for the way I said it. It's an LED giant spider. It's a spider, S-P-I-D-E-R. It's a spider that you can flex it and bend it, and it's 5 feet long when you stretch it out. So it's labeled as a giant spider. They kept asking me to say giant spider. And it has lights on it and a little battery pack, so you can put some batteries in it and it will light up, and it has these purple lights. And it's a giant spider, and I got him for 99 cents on clearance. So I will use my giant spider somewhere next year. And the great thing is you don't have to plug it up. You just put little batteries in him. In his little abdomen there's a battery thing, and you just put some batteries up his butt, and he turns purple. I guess these purple lights, and it's this giant spider. And there's actually a wasp in my house right now, and I tried to kill it earlier, and it disappeared. I don't know where he went. I was swatting at him with a fly swatter, and then he disappeared. And I just heard him, and I don't see him. I keep looking for him. I may have to pause briefly at some point to go do battle with that wasp, but wasp. Where I grew up, it was not pronounced wasp, W-A-S-P. It's pronounced walst. W-A-L-S-T, walst. There's a walst in my house, and he's mad because he's in here. I didn't tell him to come in here, but he's mad that he's in here now, and I might have to kill him. Anyway, he's not bothering me at the moment, but I got a giant spider for 99 cents, and I also got this. And we may actually do this before Halloween next year, because I'm afraid that the paint will dry up and it won't be any good anymore. We have another one of these paint your own Halloween woodcraft kits. Look at this. You can make the little Ouija board thing, and a potion, and a little witch. And see, it comes with 2 paintbrushes and paints. I think this was 39 cents. I knew it was less than 50 cents that I paid for this. I thought that was a great deal. This is part of Aldi's Halloween collection, but of course Halloween is over, so they were selling all of their remaining Halloween stuff really cheap. I think this was 39 cents. But yeah, got some little decorations there that we may paint those one day pretty soon. And I have bread. I have 2 loaves of bread. I'll show you this one. I'll show you that logo too. Looky here, it's wanting to pucker up. This is a 20-ounce loaf of honey wheat bread from Lovin' Fresh. We have this logo right here. It's an L and an F for Lovin' Fresh. And there's a little stalk of wheat there for the little mark on the little hash mark on the F. Lovin' is L''OVEN, so it's like loving, but also, from the oven, lovin' from the oven. Fresh honey wheat bread. And I use this. I take my lunch to work every day. I've been on my job for over 2.5 years now, and I've taken my lunch every day that I've worked there. I never go out for lunch. I don't go out for breakfast. I take stuff. I don't get food anywhere, and it saved me a lot of money. But so I use this, and I'll make just a little turkey sandwich or something with this. You can see the logo up here too. One thing I really like about the bread at Aldi is it comes in these bags. This is really good quality plastic. It's not thin. Sometimes it'll get holes in it. Store brand bread, it will come in this thin plastic and it gets torn and your bread will dry out in that spot, but I've never had that happen with Aldi bread. Now the honey wheat bread has this orange color to it with that pretty little dark brown band, and the little LF logo goes all the way around the top up there. So it's honey wheat, and I love it because it's never dry. It's really nice. It's a very nice bread. It's only $1.19 a loaf, I think. No, that's the white bread. This is $1.49 a loaf, which $1.49 anymore for a loaf of bread is not bad. I also have a loaf of their classic white right there, and you can see that we also have the logo on that bread too. This is also 20 ounces. This is $1.19. It was 50 cents for a long time, and then it went up to 99 cents, and now it's $1.19, which honestly, that's not bad. That's not bad at all, I don't think. But it's just a plain white bread, and for a little while there, it tasted really weird. But it does seem that it's gone back to tasting like the regular chemical sponges that we're used to, with white bread. It's gone back to, it tastes like the right kind of sponge, whatever kind of sponge it used to taste like. It tastes like that again. So I feel like all is right with the world. It's not bad. My younger son uses this to make his sandwiches for his lunches for school. So I always make sure he has some of his bread, and I have some of my bread here. And my older son, if he makes a sandwich, he uses this too. I think that's all the crinkly stuff I have. I could be wrong. I think that's it. Well, I do actually have one more thing that's a little crinkly. I bought a 6-pack of these little California raisins. Now, these are from Southern Grove too. And you get 6 little boxes in here of these little raisins. And I take these to work. I found that if I buy the larger container of raisins and keep them here at the house and put them in little containers, they get dried out faster. I mean, even if I put them in an airtight thing, I find that buying these little boxes they just taste better. They don't get all dried out as bad. Plus, if I have a whole container of them here, I just eat them at home, and they don't make it to work a lot of the time. But if I buy a little pack like this and just take them with me to work, I can just have one of these at work. It's just, I don't mind the convenience of that, so I just purchase them that way. And I did buy some gravy. I bought a jar of gravy. Now, I know this is a sin to a lot of people. You don't buy gravy. Well, I do. I don't mind it. It's actually really good. This is from Chef's Cupboard, which is the same brand we saw on that dressing mix, that stuffing mix. This is an Aldi brand, and I think they have a broth as well. Chef's Cupboard is a brand that you will see on stuff like canned soup. I think there are some canned soups with that name, kind of like Campbell's soups, but it will say Chef's Cupboard on there. And this gravy is really good. I've bought this before. This is the roasted turkey flavor, and it's really good. It just comes in this little glass jar. It's very inexpensive, and it's just a really quick and convenient way to have some gravy without having to actually make it. My gravy is always kind of lumpy and disappointing. So I just buy it, and it's fine. Like, I feel like in life you have to pick your battles, and I'm not going to worry about gravy anymore. I don't worry about it. I'm not going to let it bother me. We have some more seasonal snacks. Look at this. These are from Clancy's. These were side by side in the seasonal section with some of the other treats. We have milk chocolate and caramel pretzels with white drizzle. So it's like those pretzel rods, and it's covered in that really good chocolate that they have at Aldi. Now, where were these made? I was going to see where these were made. They don't want to tell me where they were made. Well, they're sold and distributed by Aldi, and that doesn't help. Sorry, I killed the wasp. He came out, and I just killed him. I assaulted him. It was quite a battle. It took way too many swats to kill him, but I killed him. Okay, that was thrilling. He came after me. I don't know why. It came from that way. And anyway, so he's deceased. So I looked over these boxes. So I've looked over the mistletoe mix. Look how pretty that is. And the pretzel rods. And it doesn't say on here where these were made. I don't know. I don't know. Both boxes, I've looked them over, and it doesn't say unless I'm just overlooking it. I was just kind of curious to see where they were made. I didn't know. I guess it's just going to be a mystery. I'll have to look it up online or something. So you can get these pretzel rods like this with milk chocolate and caramel with white drizzle. Isn't that cute? Look at that little festive box. And we have mistletoe mix. Now this is a little mix. It's a merry mix of salty and sweet treats. So what do we get in here? We get mini milk chocolate pretzel twists, dark chocolate caramel corn, red chocolate gems. So that's kind of like M&M's. Mini peanut butter cups. These are really good. Mini dark chocolate pretzel twists. So we have milk and dark chocolate pretzel here, covered pretzels. And then we have mini dark chocolate sandwich cookies. Wow. Isn't that nice? Oh my gosh. And look how colorful it is with the little red bits in there. Look at that. Wow. These are 8 ounces a piece. The pretzel rods and the merry mix, or excuse me, the mistletoe mix. These are both 8 ounces a piece for our happy little mix there. And I picked up a bottle of ranch. I was out of ranch dressing. And this stuff is really good. Tastes just like any brand name I've ever had. It's really good. It's from Tuscan Garden. And that's an Aldi brand. See, there's the little twice as nice guarantee. You'll see that on their salad dressings, bacon bits, any kind of salad type stuff. You'll probably see the name Tuscan Garden on it. And so I just picked up this happy little bottle of ranch. They have a big bottle too, but I don't use a lot of it. So I just get the smaller one because it takes a while for me to use that up. And I picked up some reduced sodium soy sauce here. This is from Berman's. That's an Aldi brand as well. And they make different types of sauces. They do soy sauce. They have an orange sauce, I think. There's a really good teriyaki sauce that they make that my younger son loves on chicken. And I was going to get some of that, but they were out of that. So you'll see that name on, I think, mostly sauces, I believe. Berman's right there. And it's good. It's definitely worth a try. But again, like I was telling you, even if you want to try this stuff and you don't like it, you can get your money back. So you're not really out anything, and they'll give you something comparable for free as well, just for trying it. And they don't sponsor me. I just love going there, and I like telling you about this place. Oh, and they had some stuff. They had some stuff on clearance. They had 2 types of cereal, and the cereal was $1.19 per box. So I got, and it may be terrible. I don't know. I know it's not health food. It was $1.19 for this big box of cereal. These are Frosted Flakes glazed donut holes, which it's like Kix, the little balls, but it's this is the most horrible thing. It was $1.19. Like I couldn't walk away. Glazed is genius. Donut Miss. Other donut holes flavors. They have Apple Jacks, Apple Cinnamon, and Crave, which we have that. These were marked down from $5 to $1.19. So it's new, and that tells me maybe it doesn't taste very good because they had a bunch of it. I just got one box of that, and then I also got the box of Crave glazed donut holes. Look, the Crave has come alive and it's excited, like, yummy, you're eating something other than us. Yay, let me have some. That's just kind of cannibalism in a way, but I don't know, man. It's kind of like the M&Ms on the packages of M&Ms when you ever notice how happy they are? Isn't it the caramel M&Ms where one of them is pulling another M&M apart, literally pulling him apart, the big old shit-eating grin on his face? It's the caramel flavored M&Ms. It's just dark. What are you doing? Yeah, look how happy they are. I don't know. So these are glazed chocolate flavored donut holes cereal. So I guess there are 3 flavors in all. We have Frosted Flakes, Crave, and Apple Jacks. And so these were only $1.19, and they rang up $1.19. So if you're interested, if you have an Aldi near you, I would check out the seasonal food aisle. They may have some in your area, and it may be reduced if you want to try it. It's $1.19. I figure even if the kids don't like it, I'm not out a lot of money. So there was one other clearance food that I bought, and I don't know, but it was 39 cents. It was this. This is hot honey mac and cheese. Fire up your taste buds. Now this is also from Chef's Cupboard, like we saw a minute ago. We saw that brand on the gravy. They made a hot honey macaroni and cheese, which I'm not a fan of hot honey. I bought it though because I've been watching this stuff. It's been in my Aldi for weeks and weeks. It was on clearance. It was I forget how much it was originally. They marked it down to 99 cents, and there was a lot of it. And it just sat and was not moving. So they marked it down to 79 cents and then 59 cents, and it just was not moving. Now it's down to 39 cents, and they still have a lot of it, which tells me this must be really bad. So I bought one because I'm a little curious about it. I have to know what this tastes like. Well, I mean, I know I have hot and honey are just 2 things that don't go with macaroni and cheese. They just don't. But my older son saw that I had this, and I said, I don't know about that. He said, oh, we have to try it. We have to at least try that. So I said, I mean, okay, but it's probably bad. He said, we have to try it. So we're going to make this, I don't know, one night this week, we're going to try our 39-cent box of hot honey mac and cheese. I may not live to tell the tale. I found this on the Christmas aisle. These are so pretty. These are little berry string lights, and they have card holders. So I'm going to put these up on the mantle where you can clip up little Christmas cards. I never have anywhere good to put my Christmas cards. I just put them on my shelf over here, and they fall over and stuff. But you can clip them to the little string light, and they're battery powered, so I don't have to plug them up anywhere. You could just wrap them around a banister. Oh, I could do that. I could wrap them around one of the banisters and clip my little Christmas cards to it. Isn't that neat? And they have these little berries, they're like little styrofoam berries. This is from Merry Moments. It's 5 feet long, and it's battery powered, and it has a timer, so it's on for 6 hours, off for 18, so you don't have to remember to turn it on and off, which is really great. You do have to put 3 AA batteries in it, not included, but that's fine. But look, you could do like strands. You could do multiple strands of them, and they have little lights in there. It's just so cute. So I just bought the one. So I think I'm going to put it on the banister because I want to do something different on the mantle. And we have some snacks here. Now, these are from Savorites. Savorites is another Aldi brand that you will see on some snacks. Typically, you will see Savorites on cracker items, anything like little crackers, like these sandwich crackers. These are mini bagel sandwich crackers, and they have filling in them. The filling in here is like an everything bagel, and it has this cream cheese filling. So I guess the crackers have like an everything bagel flavor. And then maybe it's just a regular, like a cream cheese filling in there for these little sandwich crackers. Isn't that neat? I like everything bagels, so I thought I would try that. And they have another one that is a blueberry bagel flavor. And it also has cream cheese filling. So it's like a little sandwich cracker. It's like a little sandwich bagel thingy. But they're just little crackers with the blueberry flavor and cream cheese. They had these up by the register. So they don't have these all the time. Every now and then they have stuff like that. And then the last two things I want to show you, these have appeared on the aisle with cereal and granola bars. And I don't know how long they've been there. They may have been there for a while. I just noticed them. They have fig bars. So they're kind of like Fig Newtons. These are heavy too. This is 12 ounces. They're shockingly dense. But so they're kind of like Fig Newtons, but they're from Millville, which you can't really see the name too well. And these are I have two flavors of these. The only thing we have from Millville, and you see that name, that's an Aldi brand. And you see that a lot on stuff for like breakfast stuff, like breakfast cereal, oatmeal, grits, things like that, pancake mix. Millville. You get 6 fig bars in here. They're blueberry flavored. Very nice. I love Fig Newtons. They didn't have any that were like the regular flavor. I really wish they had because I would have totally gotten a box of those too. But I got a box of these blueberry ones. And like a lot of these boxes of little bars like this, little snacks, they're perforated, and you can't really see it, but the perforation runs like this and then down. And there's a little tab right here. So what you do is you grab this tab and you pull it back, and it's going to open up this whole area right here. And that turns your box into a little dispenser for your Fig Newtons. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. And you can just take them out. So you can just hold them in here. You don't have to put them in another container. You just take them out of the box. Just like that. This whole section opens. So you don't open it up here. You're actually going to open it from the bottom. There's a little tab right there that you pull back. And you're going to remove this whole part. And then just take your fig bars out from here. So we have 6 of the blueberry flavor. And they also had raspberry flavor. Look at that. And this one's perforated the same way. So you're just going to open it up there. From Millville. It's very faint, but their name is up in this corner here. Twice as nice guarantee, as always, on the back. And another thing that you will notice about all the items is that you will see barcodes everywhere. Barcodes. There's not one there. There's usually not one on the front because they want to keep the presentation on the front nice and clean. But lots of barcodes everywhere else. Like if we look at these sandwich crackers, the front does not present a barcode. We have one there, there, there. There's not one on the top. There is one on the bottom. That way, the cashiers have a scanner here and a scanner here. So they can just scan very quickly. They don't have to waste time looking for a barcode to scan because one of these is going to catch on one of those, either this scanner or this one. It's going to catch on one of them. So that way they can scan very quickly, and it increases their efficiency because they want to get you in and out as quickly as possible because they are they are kind of graded on how fast they go. It's important that they go fast, and they have to keep their speed up. So they want to get you in and out as fast as they can. Wow. So yeah, I got all of that for less than $100, including stuff I didn't even show you, like I mentioned, the milk and the chicken and the ground beef. So I don't think that's bad for, what was it, $98 basically. I think it was pretty good. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed getting to see all those cool things from Aldi. I always love getting to show you some of the neat stuff that I find there. It's always a lot of fun. And thank you so much for being here. I really hope that you have a great day, and I'll see you again really soon.